Right. We're going to start in child's pose. So bring your big toes together to touch. Open your knees as wide as your mat. Reach your arms forward. Let your hips sink down towards your heels. Forehead on the mat. And just be heavy for a moment. Begin to deepen your breath. Inhaling right down into your hips. And exhaling, pushing it gently through your nose. Unless it's blocked, of course. Don't snot you out. On your next inhale, see if you can reach your arms a little bit further forward. Keep pushing your hips back. Let your hips stretch, lengthen your spine. And just bring yourself into today's practice. Staying in the fold, gently walk your hands over to the right. Maybe bring your left hand on top of your right. And let your side body stretch, keeping your shoulders out of ears, hips rooting down. Deep breaths here. Staying in the fold, walk your hands back to center. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, take the hands over to the left. Stretch the right side out. Keep your hips rooting down. Nice deep breaths. Throat and face relaxed. And walk your hands back to center. Stay folded over and turn your palms up to the sky. As you inhale, bring your palms together in prayer hands. And exhale, bring the thumbs to the top of the neck or maybe the upper back. Bring the shoulders into play a little bit here. If you want a bit of a deeper stretch, then walk your elbows forward towards the top of your mat and sink your hips further down. Let your shoulders release a little bit more. Nice deep breaths, throat and face relaxed. And on your next inhale, extend your arms forward again for child's pose. See if it feels any different. And we'll go into our baby camel flows. So as you inhale, roll the spine up. Bring your hands in line with your feet. Fingertips point forward. You might want to narrow your knees slightly so they're just wider than hip width, the baby camel. And as you inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and push the hips forward. So watch you're not staying collapsed here in the shoulders and just jutting your hips forward. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze them together, and see that there's a bit more space for your chest here. Let the head fall back if that's nice. And exhale, sink the hips back and find your child's pose again. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, find baby camel again. Fingertips by fingers, hands pointed forwards. Shoulders squeeze together, heart open. Lift the hips. With back bends, even though this is just a little one to warm up, try to think of everything as more of a lengthening of the front rather than a scrunching of the back if that makes sense. And exhale, find child's pose again. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, roll up the spine, hands by feet, shoulders back, squeeze together. Watch that your elbows point back and they're not turning out. Shoulders, squeeze, lift the hips, push the hips forward. Inhale, keep lengthening your front body. It's like you're trying to make your front body really long rather than just scrunching back. And exhale, find child's pose again. Inhale, bring yourself up to a tabletop position. Check shoulders are over wrists, hips over knees, and take a second to check that your hip width and shoulder width apart. You're not too wide or too narrow. And just a little tip for anyone that struggles with shoulder placement and finding your shoulders end up too close to your ears, or just turn your hands out slightly so your pointy fingers point forward. You don't have to do it all the time. I just found that for me personally it helps open your shoulders. Your elbow armpit is already open rather than pointing in, so you don't have to work so much to open the shoulders, especially when you come into down dog and poses like that. You're already a little bit more open. You'll feel a bit alien at first, but give it a go. Okay. So inhale, find cow pose, shoulder blades squeeze together, hands pull forward, like with back bends. You're lengthening your front body rather than just scrunching back. Exhale, find cat pose, push through the hands, shoulder blades come round to your sides, tailbone tucks under. Inhale, find cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Really try and roll through your whole spine. Exhale, cat. Start from the pelvis and feel the ripple effect through chin to chest. Don't forget your head is, your neck is part of your spine. One more of each. Inhale, cow. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the head rather than just tip it back. Crown reaches high. Exhale, cat. And inhale, find tabletop again. Nice flat back, pelvic floor draws in. Watch that little tip of your pelvis. Just tuck it under just slightly to kink out that little banana in your back. Okay, and on your next inhale, extend right leg long, left arm long. Right leg long, left arm long, sorry. Flex your foot so your toes point down to help keep you open in the hip, and the hip points down. A lot of the time if you point your foot, you end up tipping the pelvis up a little bit. So flex the foot. It's a bit easier to find straight. Inhale, pull together. Find cat with your back. Round the upper back. Push out, hand and knee down. Inhale, lengthen. Nice flat back. Flex the foot. Fingertips reach forward. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Flat back every time, and watch your shoulders stays flat as well. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. And one more. Exhale, squeeze. Lengthen long one last time. And we're going to come into a tabletop bow. So you're going to reach your arm back to take hold of the outside edge of your foot. And here it doesn't matter how high your leg goes. You're trying to keep your knee in line, so what your knee isn't splaying out. And shoulders square, so your chest points down. So take a second to find that. Are you opening out to the side? Aim that left shoulder down and kick the foot into the leg to lift it higher. So you're not pulling up your leg with your hand, you're kicking and lengthening your hamstring. One more deep breath in. And exhale, gently release to tabletop. Again, make sure you come back to the right position here. Take a second to find your tabletop again before you move through. Don't feel like you need to rush. And inhale, extend left leg, right arm, flex the foot, keep the hip pointing down. Exhale, squeeze in, round through the back, push the hand and leg into the ground. Inhale, lengthen, reach through the heel, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, squeeze. Round the back, and it'll be easier to draw your knee in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. One more of each. Inhale, lengthen. Try and pull your bicep up by your ear. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, and we'll find our bow. So swim the arm back, take hold of the foot, and then square the shoulders. You'll find it a bit easier to find the foot and then square your shoulders. Inhale, kick the foot. It doesn't matter how high it goes, as long as your hips and shoulders are square. Inhale, kick one last time. Feel your shoulders stretch. And exhale, release to tabletop. Okay, so we're going to come into down dog. But first of all, we're going to realign your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Inhale, hover the knees. Just an inch off the floor. Push through your hands. Push through the toes. Keep the pelvis tucked under slightly. Nice flat back. Bottom ribs pull in. Watch you're not flaring your bottom ribs. Pull them in. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog. So we're going to find that again. So go knees down, hover, don't bring them all the way down. Exhale, down dog. So the placement of your down dog is from your tabletop, and then you're lifting your hips. The habit here is to walk your hands in, because you can go deeper, so why not go deeper? No, keep your hands where they are. If they slip, just try and re-find that place rather than shortening or widening your down dog. Okay, one more time. Exhale, lower to hovering tabletop, knees hover. Inhale here. Exhale, find down dog. Push through the hands, and note if your fingers are still pointing forward, your index fingers are. And if you want to play around with that for a second, then do. Turn it so your middle fingers point forward, how most people normally do it. And then go for the index forward and see if that makes a difference to your shoulders. It might not, it might. Play with it. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, walk the feet towards the hands and find a forward fold. Plant your hands on the ground and we're going to walk slowly back to our down dog again. Let's see if we've got a bit of muscle memory coming into play. Exhale, find tabletop. How's your alignment here? Exhale, find down dog. Inhale, walk the hands, feet forward to find forward fold. Exhale, find down dog. Inhale, find tabletop. Of course, you probably won't get it perfect every single time, but it's a bit of an idea to help with placement. It helps a lot when you're doing flowing kind of yoga routines. If you know that from tabletop, you find down dog. Okay. Walk the feet forward and find a forward fold. Bring your feet together if you can, or if you feel more stable with them hip width, then I do invite you to do that. There's no right and wrong with that. But watch you're not leaning your weight backwards. Weight forward on your toes to get that real hamstring stretch. Kneecaps draw up. Or the alternative, if folding is a bit not the easiest move for you, then bend the knees, flatten the back, and work on pushing the knees to straighten the legs. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Ground your hands into the floor, your shins or your thighs. Nice flat back. And again, watch for that rib flare. Watch you're not puffing out your bottom ribs. If you want to bring a hand there to see, then see. And note the difference when you flare it and when you pull it in. To really engage those upper abdominals here. And exhale, fold. Release the head and neck. Weight forward on the toes. Use your hands to keep your balance. Don't feel like you have to fight it. And inhale, circle sweep arms up to the sky. Tuck your pelvis under slightly here. Shoulders pull down your back. Deep breath in, engage your kneecaps, pull them up. Exhale, soften your knees and swan dive forward. Don't lock your knees when you swan dive. Inhale, find your halfway lift again. Exhale, fold over your legs. Suck your belly in like you're putting on your tightest pair of jeans. And note if that helps you fall a little bit further. Inhale, half lift. Weight forward on the toes, shoulders root back. Exhale, fold. Ground through your hands and step your left foot back. Find a low lunge. Take a second. You might want to widen your stance. Watch the sometimes when you say step your foot between your hands, you put your foot right in the middle. But of course, that's not even to your hips. So your right foot will be more to the right. Pull your right hip back. Watch you're not twisting open to the left. Pull the right hip back and lift the hips a little bit. So watch that you're not finding it here. You're engaging your core, that flat back for your lunge. Ground the left hand down into the mat and open for an easy twist. Right arm floats up to the sky. And again, watch if you've lifted your hips up here towards the right. Pull the hips down and back, especially that right hip. And note how you have to twist a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen your body, pull your crown forward. Exhale, twist from the rib cage. One more deep breath in. Straighten that back leg. Exhale, find low lunge again. Hand comes down. Step the foot back. Find plank. And lower down, knees, chest, chin. Plant your hands by your shoulders. Again, point your index finger forward. Roll the shoulders back, ready. Elbows point straight back. Inhale, push into the hands, lift the chest. Pull the mat towards you. Note how that lengthens your front body. Push it away quick to feel the difference. Push the mat away from you. And now pull it towards you. Feel the difference in your front body. Exhale, lower back down. Ground your hands by your shoulders. Tuck the back toes to lift the legs. And trying to use as much of your might, we're going to push up to down dog. But of course, use your knees for leverage if you need to. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push back. Find down dog again. And then we're going to inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Note how you don't have to move your hands and feet at all. Inhale, plank, shoulders over wrists. Back toes lifted, you're on your toes here. Exhale, down dog. Heels find the ground or as close to the ground as they can. Hands push away to lengthen the front body. Putting your hands closer towards you means you can't lengthen quite so much and you shoot your shoulders by your ears. Widen your dog. Deep breath in here. And exhale, walk the feet forward. Find forward fold again. Inhale, find halfway lift. Weight forward on the toes. Bottom ribs tucked in. Crown pulls forward. Exhale, fold. Keep the weight forward on your toes. Inhales, bend the knees and circle arms up to the sky. Exhale, soften the knees and swan dive forward. Ground through the hands and step the right foot back. Find low lunge. Lift the hips, pull the right hip back. Ground your right hand down into the mat. Again, point the index finger forward. Exhale, open up to the left. Again, pull your hip back slightly. Watch your knee hasn't fallen out to the left. Pull the knee in. Straighten that back leg. Lift the hips a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist from the ribs. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release the hand down. Find low lunge again. Find strength in your core. Deep breath in. Exhale, step the foot back. Find plank. And we're going to go down through chaturanga. Of course, lower to your knees if you need to. Find your plank. Toes are tucked. For chaturanga, lean forward. Come right onto your tippy toes. Then bend down. And soften all the way down. I'm going to be a bitch and we're going to do that again. So find your plank. You can use your knees. So note how your toes are nicely tucked. And then chaturanga, take a deep breath in. Exhale, come onto your tippy toes and then bend and come down. You'll find you have the space for your arms to be at a right angle when you push forward. Without pushing forward, you're scrunched. Okay, so ground the hands by the shoulders, elbows point back. Ground your feet and legs into the ground. And inhale, push all the way up to up dog. Shoulders roll back, squeeze together. Pull the mat towards you. Lengthen the front body. Again, feel the difference. Push the mat away. See how that pushes your hips back? I'm exaggerating, but it makes you curl in an S shape. Pull it towards you and you pull your hips and front body through. Tuck the back toes, lift the legs, take a deep breath in. Exhale, find down dog again. Bend the knees, come onto your tippy toes, look forward to your hand, note how the spine stays straight. And we're gonna step or hop to the front of our mats. Deep breath in, and exhale, jump forward. Inhale, find your halfway lift again. Shoulders pull back. Exhale, fold over your legs. Take a few deep breaths here. We're going to go through the similar kind of pattern again. We're kind of going through sun salutations today, with variations when we come to the lunges, just to find nice form. So on your next inhale, circle arms up to the sky, bend the knees, palms point forward. You're scooping up energy. Tuck the pelvis under, pull the legs up, kneecaps up, elbow, shoulders, pull down your back. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, soften the knees and swan dive forward. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, find your lift one more time. Exhale, fold over your legs. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, step the left foot back. Find low lunge. And we'll exhale, lower the knee down, find crescent lunge. Know if you need to shorten your stance here because you've got tight hip flexors or hamstrings. Know what you need to do for you. And we'll inhale, arms up to the sky. You'll know if you need to shorten your stance. One, if this is excruciating and you're having to tense your bum massively to keep you here, or your hips are opening, or your knees falling out. Your knees should be nicely tucked in under your ankle. Hips should be square. Bring hands to hips to check that. Inhale, arms high. So you've got a slight back bend here, but we're finding that through lifting the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, find half angel wings. Top, what's this bit of your arm even called? The big top bit of your arm stays in line with your shoulders. Elbows stay in line with your shoulders. Hands stay active. You're pulling back from the forearm and the elbow. Heart lifts. So watch, you're not just falling back, you're lifting the chest. Inhale, extend arms. Exhale, half angel. Deep breath, squeeze. And exhale, bring hands to the mat and find your low lunge again. Lift the back leg up. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, step the foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Doesn't matter how high, as long as your hips are square. And again, flexing the foot will help you find that. Inhale, draw the knee forward to your nose. Push through the hands to really round your upper back, and it will help you keep the leg lifted. Exhale, find three-legged dog again. Don't forget about your left leg. Keep that heel rooting down. Exhale, right knee to left tricep, twist, round the back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Really lift through the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, return the foot, find down dog again. Look to your hands. Come up onto your tiptoes, bend the knees. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Shoulders pull down, bottom ribs tuck in. Pelvis flat. Watch you not arching your pelvis here. Exhale, fold back down. Deep breaths. Inhale, circle sweet arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Ground your hands and step your right foot back. Low lunge. And then exhale, lower the knee to the back mat, find crescent lunge. Again, adjust how you need to adjust. You might need to step the foot in, or you might bring it out a little bit. As long as your hips are square and you can stay balanced without tensing your bum massively, because it would just make the back bend bits horrible. Don't do it. Inhale, arms up to sky. Biceps by ears. Every time you lift your arms up, try and push your biceps back towards your ears, and you'll be opening your shoulders a little bit more every time. Again, watch they're not fanning out here, but they're nice and parallel. One deep breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, half angel wings. Take a second, peep down, watch your knee hasn't fallen out to the side. Stays nice and hugged in. Chest lifted. Take that pressure out of your bum. Inhale, arms to sky, nice flat back here. Exhale, half angel. Pull the elbows back, energy through the fingers. Chest open. One more deep breath in. And exhale, find low lunge. Lift the back knee. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, find down dog again. Again, watch that your fingers are still pointing forward. Index fingers point forward. Check that if you need to. Helps with that rotation of the shoulders. Inhale, left foot up to sky. Flex the foot to keep the hips square. Keep pushing through the hands. Exhale, knee to nose. Push through the hands, really round your upper back. It's better to lift it more than you think you need to, than less. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee, right tricep, twist. Exhale, three-legged dog. Hips square. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Push through the hands, tippy-toe the back foot. Exhale, three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, return the foot, find down dog. Roll forward to plank. And exhale, back to down dog. Moving through the two, as you move forward to plank, think about having a cat spine. And as you go back to down dog from plank, think about finding your cow spine. So inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. There's little ripply movements that can, one, really help oil up your joints a bit more, but also help you find the flow between moves that some people really struggle with. So we do that a few times. So inhale, plank, round the upper back. Exhale, down dog, lead from the hips. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Lower your knees to the ground. Sink the hips back and find child's pose for a moment. Take a few breaths there. Filling your brains with lots of words today. Sorry, I hope it's going in. Just trying to find a few things that can really help long term with every single practice you do is the goal behind today. So that's why we're kind of breaking things down a little bit more. Gently, when you're ready, find a tabletop position. And we're going to do a few side planky things. Of course, there will be variations. So it's either knee down or on your feet. And we're just going to play around with a little balance thing and a little few things that might just help unlock things for people. So we'll do the first time we do, everyone will do it knee down, and then we'll do it again, and you've got the choice to keep the knee down or do the full side plank, and don't feel like you're letting yourself down or doing anything. If you're doing the knee down and you're doing anything wrong, you're really not. If your alignment is right with the knee down, then do that one and keep the knee down. If you suffer alignment to do the full pose, then it's pointless, you know? Everyone's different and everyone has things that, everyone gets a move for free in everything you do, and other things we have to work at. So know what your free pose is and roll in that, but also know when you need to work a bit more to find things, and that's fine. Okay, so we'll start in a tabletop position. Again, point the index finger forward. Also helps when you go onto your side, because your shoulder's already more open for you. Then having the finger forward, you find your shoulder can roll in a lot more easily. So you turn it out and you'll save yourself a little bit from the start. Okay? So find a nice strong tabletop position. And then bring your right leg back, toes point to the side of the mat. So toes to the right. Inhale, lift the hips. Even if you do the knee down, which we're all doing right now anyway, You're lifting your hips and engaging your obliques to keep you there. Roll your chest open to the side and float the right arm up. Shoulders should be nicely stacked. So if you're in a bit of a diagonal, then you need to come a bit further over. Stack the shoulders, lift the hips. Strong in the core. On our next inhale, we're going to float the right leg up and take a second, look down and check this in line with your hip. It's not going forward, it's not going back. Check it's in line. Flex the foot and inhale, lift the hips a little bit more. Feel your obliques work, feel your hip flexor and glutes work to keep your leg there. One more deep breath in and exhale, find tabletop again. Try and keep your hands where they are. They shouldn't need to move too much. And we'll go to the left. So step your left foot back, toe points left too. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Lift the hips, stack the shoulders, heart open. Keep lifting through the hips, really squeeze your obliques. And on the next inhale, we'll float that leg up. Take a second, look down, check it's in line with your hips. Flex the foot, engage the glute, engage the hip flexor, engage your obliques to keep you there. One more deep breath in and exhale, find tabletop again. So you're going to do it again, but you've got the choice to come into a full plank here. And watch, just one little note before we do that, the habit of locking the elbow. Be strong in the arm, but don't lock the elbow. You'll see that some people will get hypermobile if it's jutting forward. Ease off, strong, think lift rather than force, if that makes sense. Okay, so nice strong tabletop. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bring your right foot back and then slide your left under. Push through the hand, don't lock the elbow. Lift the right arm to the sky. Lift the hips. You're better off feeling like you're in some funny arc than being down here, because here I'm telling you is a lot more work on your arm than it is on your abdominals, which can hold a lot more. On our next inhale, strong in the core, really squeeze, lift the pelvic floor. You're going to lift the right leg. It doesn't matter how high. Lift the leg. Flex the foot. I've got a shelf in my way. One more deep breath in. Keep lifting the hips. And exhale. Return the hand down. Find tabletop position. And we'll go to the other side. Sorry, if you want to stretch your wrists out, we should do a few more wrist things. Give your wrists a little stretch. Sorry, that's really naughty of me. Turn your hands to point you towards your knees. Take a deep breath in, push through the hands. Exhale, take the hips back. Keep pushing through the heel of the hands. Nice deep breaths. Let that go. Turn your hands to face out to the sides, like you've got funny little fins. Inhale here. Exhale, go right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Okay, we'll go to the other side. So find your tabletop again. Index fingers point forward. Strong in the core. Lift your pelvic floor. Ready. Try and engage as much as you can here, and it will make getting there a bit easier. Deep breath in. Exhale, left foot back. Right foot steps under. Bring left arm up to the sky. Lift the hips, don't lock the elbow. Push evenly through the hand, not just the heel of the hand, the fingers too, and you'll have more even weight distribution. Take a deep breath in, lift the hips. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor. And on your next inhale, you're going to float the leg up to the sky. Strong core. Bring a little bit of tension into your glute, into your hip flexor, and keep pulling your crown away. One more deep breath in, and exhale, find tabletop again. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to go through our chaturanga push-ups like we touched on earlier, but in this class now I've built them up, so we're going to keep doing them every time. Okay, so when you're ready, find your plank, toes tucked under, push through the hands, elbows, armpits point forward, and you would have already made your life one step easier. Take a deep breath in. Come down onto your knees if you need to, of course, sorry. Exhale, rock your way forward, lower down, hold for 1 second. Inhale, up dog, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, weight forward. Inhale, up dog, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog, lift from the hips. Cat spine, forward, plank. Exhale, weight forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in here and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift the leg up to the right leg up to the sky, the leg. Exhale, find half pigeons, pigeon pose. Swing the right leg forward, right knee to right elbow. And sink the hips down. Crawl the back leg back if you need to. Take a second, check the leg is directly behind you, not off to the side. And if your right hip is hovering, then bring a blanket or a block underneath. And I cannot stress, again, I will stress every time. Put the block or the blanket underneath the hip if you need it. Because otherwise you don't ever actually get to relax in a pose and release the muscles. You just end up tensing and tensing and tensing. Okay. So ground your hands either side of your hips. And like we were doing with other back bends, think about lifting your front body here rather than just trying to crane backwards and pinching your lower back. Inhale, pull the mat towards you, lengthen your front body. See if that helps you open up your chest. And then, as a consequence, be able to bend back a little bit further. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, fold forward and release. Breathe energy into your hips. See if you can let the muscles go a little bit more with every exhale. We're going to come into a folded quad stretch. So you probably need to rise up to find the fold. So you're going to bend your left knee. Take hold of the foot with your left hand. And then exhale, soften down again. So like your pigeon fold, you might not get all the way down. You might find you stop a little way and you need to prop yourself on your forearm. Or you might be able to completely release, trying to keep your balance, drawing the heel in towards the glute. Deep breaths, try and release the quad and the hip flexor that are trying to work against you. You're not forcing anything, release things to be able to pull further. Hips and shoulders square. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release the leg. Gently bring yourself back up. And exhale, find down dog again. And we'll go to the other side. So inhale, left leg up to sky, hips square. Exhale, bring it forward to find half pigeon. So take a second, check your back legs directly behind you. Tuck a blanket or a block underneath your left hip if you need to. And again, pulling the mat towards you, lengthening through your front body. Sink the hips down. See what you can release here that helps you sit more upright. Are you really tensing your back leg? In which case those muscles will tense through your back as well, and it'll make it even harder. If your leg's tensed, then your hip flexor's tensed, and you need your hip flexor looser here to be able to sit upright. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Fold forward and release completely. Nice deep breaths, throat and face relaxed, shoulders and hips nice and soft. And we'll find our pigeon fold quad stretch. So you might need to bring yourself up to find it. Flex the back leg. Take hold of the foot. This is where it proves very important to have the leg directly behind you, because otherwise that's when you'll hurt your knees. And exhale, soften your body back down again. Fold forward. Gently pulling the heel in towards your glute. Let your hips go. Let your quads go. Let your glutes go. Shoulders soft. Nice deep breaths. Hips and shoulders square. Gently pulling the heel in towards the glute to deepen the stretch. And exhale, release the leg. Bring yourself back up and find down dog again. Take a deep breath in here. And an exhale, release your shoulders and ankles a little bit more. And then gently bring yourself to a seat on your bum, legs out in front of you. And we'll go through a few boat poses. We don't have time for many, which isn't a bad thing all the time. We'll do it without the strap today. Okay, so prop yourself up on your bum, pull your butt flesh back, really find your sit bones. Take a deep breath in Lengthen your spine. Again, watch for that rib flare. Having a flare in your ribs here means your back's not straight, in which case you'll end up getting a bit of pinching in your lower back in poses like this, to keep the bottom ribs tucked in to fully engage your core and support yourself. Deep breath in. Float the legs up to the sky. Shins come in line with the floor parallel. Lean back slightly to aid that, and then flex the feet. You can keep your hands gently planted by your hips here to support you, or lift the arms up, or you can take hold of your shins here to help you out. But work yourself is all I'm going to say. You know when you're working, and you know when you're not. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, half boat. Tuck the pelvis under, lower back flush to the ground. If it's not, you need to lift your legs up higher. Shoulders hover, legs hover, flex the feet. And inhale, pull yourself back up to boat. This is where you might need to use your hands on the floor. Use them then. Exhale, lower half boat. Try not to put all of your weight into your hands, but use them as an aid if you need to. Inhale, find boat pose again. Exhale, find easy seat. Take a moment. And we'll do that again. This time we'll do boat, half boat, arms by the side. Then we'll extend the arms overhead, and then we'll sit up for boat again. And we'll do that twice. So it will look like boat, half boat, full boat, boat. Okay, and we'll do it twice. Okay, so find your sit bones. Sit up nice and tall, engage your core, squeeze your knees together, try and have your legs together the whole time. It's easier to move one block than it is two blocks. Okay, lean back, inhale, float the legs up to the sky, flex the feet, soften your shoulders down your back, watch you're not lifting your shoulders up here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Extend the arms overhead. Keep the lower back flush to the floor. One inhale. One exhale. Inhale, pull yourself up. Find boat. Stay here, we're going again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, half boat. Extend the arms. Exhale. Inhale, boat. And sit back down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out to the side. Bring your hands to either your ankles, your toes, or I like my hands under my feet here. It's entirely up to you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Shoulders over hips. Shoulders melt down your back. And inhale, leading with the chest. Exhale, folding over your legs. You can let gravity do the work for you here and completely let go. Or you can keep lengthening with your inhales and folding deeper with your exhales. But wherever you are, I invite you to feel like you're sticking your bum out and note how that makes a difference to your lower back. Lengthen the lower back, stick your bum out. Release your head and neck, let your cervical spine stretch. And inhale, gently bring yourself back up. Keep the soles of the feet glued together and slide the legs forward so you've got a diamond between your legs. Taking hold of your ankles, same again. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Exhale, folded forward, leading with the chest. Stick your bum out, lengthen your lower back. Exhale, release your head and neck. And again, you can either let gravity completely do the work here, or keep lengthening with your inhales, folding deeper with your exhales. And on your next inhale, gently bringing yourself back up and making your way onto your back. Soles of the feet to the floor. Inhale, extend your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, cross it over your right knee, left knee. Bring your hands between your legs to take hold of your hamstring. Flex both the feet. Soften the hips. And exhale, pull down on the hamstring. So guide the legs closer to your chest. Feel the outer hip on your right side stretch. Deep, deep breaths. Shoulders soft, bending from the elbows. And exhale, release. Bring both feet back to the mat. Extend the left leg up to the sky. Cross it over the right knee. Thread your hands between. Take hold of the right hamstring. Take a deep breath in. Flex both feet. Exhale, gently pull down. Stretch the left hip. Shoulders soft, bending from the elbows. Nice heavy hips. Deep breath. And release. Bring both feet to the mat. Coming into happy baby. So draw your knees in towards your chest. Open them wide. Flex the feet. Shine the soles to the sky. Keeping your lower back on the ground. Bring your hands to the outside edges of your feet and pull down. Or if that means you lift your lower back, then lift your knees slightly. Keep that 90-degree off the knees. Bring your hands behind your hamstrings and pull down from there. Wherever you are, throat, face, shoulders soft. Deep breaths. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a massive hug and a squeeze. Thank you for doing this today. Sorry it's been a bit wordy, I've been a bit stumbly today, but thank you for your patience as always. Inhale, pour all your love and energy back into yourself because you deserve it in these times. For giving yourself some time to just be and breathe and work on you. So thank you and thank yourself. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Find Shavasana. Grab a jumper, socks, blanket, hat, scarf, gloves, whatever you need to be comfortable. And we will relax together. We're just going to do a silent shavasana today, and you guys enjoy your own relaxation, bringing yourselves into it, because I think that's an important practice as well. I like doing the guided ones, but it's important to know how to ease yourself and find those things yourself sometimes as well. So we will take some time to do that now. Deepen your breath. Again, open your legs as wide as your mat. Deepen your breaths. And we'll stay here for a few moments together. Gently deepen your breath. Bring some gentle movement back to your feet. nose. Your eyes closed. Gently soften over onto your left hand side. And in your own time, just gently bring yourself up to a seat. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Sorry if that was a bit all over the place. I can't do words and feel like you need voice lessons all over again.